tonality can also be an extremely powerful tool in triggering passive sexual tension inside women. And there's two tonalities we're going to focus on. One is the soft, almost hypnotic, rhythmic tonality. And now you don't want to use that sort of tonality when you first meet a woman, or she might be a little creeped out. But once a woman likes you, once she feels comfortable with you, and the seduction is really heating up, you can use this sort of tonality to build heaps of sexual tension inside her body. Another tonality that I like to use is what I call the chastising dad voice. And I actually stumbled upon this by mistake years ago. I had a dog, a little Chihuahua named Louie, and whenever the little bugger would poo on my carpet, I would look at him and say, "Louie," and instinctively he would roll over on his back, look at me with his big hyperthyroid eyes, and cower in shame and fear. So I thought it would be fun to use that same tonality on women just to see them squirm. And so, for example, when I was at a restaurant, I would chastise the waitress, or I would chastise a woman there for the stupidest things. So if a woman took an extra candy from the candy jar, I would look at her and say something like, "Missy, you took an extra candy from the candy jar." And she'd kind of squirm and giggle like a little girl. And I think one of the reasons this works so well is when girls are very young, like 4 and 5 years old, usually there's some male figure in their life, be it an uncle, a father, a teacher, that chastises them for doing something wrong, and chastises them with kind of a deep, resonant, almost angry tonality. And so they're hardwired to respond to that tonality with a little bit of fear and shame. And as we know, fear takes place in the same part of the brain as arousal. So if you use that tonality sparingly, it can be a powerful tool for triggering arousal inside women.